All right, hey guys, what's up? So, not so long ago I bought a TrueRC antennas for my goggles too, and I actually experienced like I don't have the feeling that they are so much better than the stock antennas on the goggles too. Also the antennas on the goggles Integra. So just to be sure, today I'm going to do a test between the Goggles 2 with the stock antennas, the Goggles 2 with the TrueRC antennas, and then also it will be done with the Chimera 7. And I will start with the iFlight Albatross antennas. Those are the ones that you basically get with the drone. And then I will also put some FlyfishRC antennas on. I mean, like, I know that the FlyfishRC aren't the best antennas that you can buy for the money, or maybe yes, the best antennas that you can buy for the money, but not the best antennas on the market. So at this point I don't have no other TrueRC antennas, but at least I can try it like this, and let's see how that will turn out. All right? Alright guys, so I have to do the test again because we are at some spot and some guy came to us and he said that we can fly there. Even though I showed him the papers and everything, and I said like we can fly here, it's not like some prohibited area, and he just kept going on, and we said like okay, we're just gonna leave because he was trying to call the police. So yeah, FPV life, I guess. Okay, so let's go. Chimera with the Albatross antennas and the stock DJI antennas on the goggles too. Okay, so we have 49 megabits. Too bad because the other place was really nice. The sun was setting, but yeah, whatever. Some people are just not okay. Okay, 23 megabits here. So behind this tree, let's go. You see that is actually around 20 megabits. Okay. Actually, the most signal that I was always losing here was when I went here. There is like some thing here. Oh, you see 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 30. Oh, you see 13 megabits here in this corner. If I would go no lower, okay, now when I go lower, it's 14. Okay, let's try here. Oh, it's a little bit dark, but okay, whatever. I'll change it on the next battery. 18 here above these trees. 14, 17, 12, 10, 9, and here it will be really bad. 5 megabits. Okay, that is too low. Okay, so this is the low I get with the Albatross and the stock DJI antennas. So let's now go back. Let's use the FlyfishRC also on the stock antennas. Let's see if we have more than 4 megabits behind those trees there. Oh, I'm thinking I'm cutting my balance lead. I already replaced it once, so this one will be probably also dead. Amazing. All right, so first battery done. Now let's go again with the FlyfishRC antennas on the back. So let's see how this performs. All right, so let's go. Second flight. Let's go. Okay, so let's go behind these trees that I said that I had, I think around 20. I think, yeah, the 20 was the least that I had. Around under these trees and on the bottom. So let's see how much we get with these antennas. Okay. Also 20. So this will be a really interesting test. Like, it looks like the Albatross antennas are kind of the same as the FlyfishRC. So no need to upgrade it maybe. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go here. Let's start with this here. Okay, we have 50, 50, Okay, I have the feeling that now it is, okay, now it's worse. Wait, oh. Let's go here. Yeah, we have 7. We had 4 before here. So it's a little bit better. I mean, I have no stutters. That's like a good thing, but maybe if I turn to that side. Oh yeah, I have also 4. But still it's flyable. It's not, okay, now it's not flyable anymore. We had 3 megabits. Okay, so to me it looks that the albatross antennas actually make no difference at all. Sorry, I mean that the Flyfish antennas don't make any difference. So the albatross antennas were the first one that I tried. So let's go maybe here, so we can then try with the TrueRC. So I actually think that I don't even have to try the albatross again against the TrueRC, so I can only just try the TrueRC. Yeah, 15 here. That's like completely behind the corner. 27, 44, okay. That's pretty okay, that's pretty nice. 14. Megabits. Actually, it's not that bad. Like, if you consider that you're behind the corner, like there are like a lot of trees between me and the drone at this point. Because I will show you, we are basically here. So if I go now back, so you see how many trees there were beside, I mean between me and the drone, because wait, we are here. So you see actually all these trees. Yeah, I mean it's not like complete, it's kind of line of sight, but not because I'm here. Okay, so now let's fly behind me. $50, $50, $50, 30, 21, 18, 15, yeah, 8. Okay, I almost lost signal, so that was, I had to like throttle up completely because I basically lost signal at that point. Okay, so that was not good. All right, let's go back. So we now know like what kind of signal we can expect from the FlyfishRC together with these antennas. All right guys, so now we're going to try the TrueRC XR antennas. So these antennas should actually be good than the stock antennas. Well, it's a question if they are. So we will see now. I hope that I'm actually like doing it in good conditions of like, I mean like that the test makes any sense. I'm pretty scared to fly behind me because I almost lost signal with the original antennas, and these are known that they probably give a little bit more signal to the back, but let's see. So we are going now for the 3rd flight. So let's see how that turns out. Okay, let's go behind this tree, like I did the last 2 times. Okay, how much do we have here? Can we go as low as 20? No, we cannot. Actually, it stays around this, as you can see. Okay. This looks kind of better than the stock antennas. Okay, let's see now here. But I will turn a little, just like I did with the stock antennas, turn a little to the place. I have 50 megabits, 50 megabits, 30. Okay, this is the spot where we had the most issues with the other antennas. Okay, well, at this point guys, I can say that these antennas are a waste of money. I mean, as you can see, 4 megabits here. So like strictly speaking penetration wise, so if you like flying freestyle and you need some more penetration, well, but they keep around 7 megabits, so it's still flyable. I have 4, we had 4 there. RX lost, okay. Now I lost the signal of my Express LRS. But okay, I mean, I have a GPS rescue, so probably it saved me for that second. But let's try here. Here we had around 25 to 30 when we were actually flying before. So let's see how that turns out. Yeah, I have to, wait, I have to turn my head a little bit. I don't know, guys. I'm actually really disappointed because these antennas cost 70 euros. And if you ask me, they are pretty crap. I mean, please let me know what I did wrong and leave it in the comments below. But if you ask me, this is a waste of money. Because literally the original antennas have the same range. I paid 70 euros for these antennas and the original ones are actually completely the same. Here it is maybe 13 megabits. But I mean, if you're being honest, it's not bad. I mean, it's not really bad, you know. So I mean, like, if you're okay, but I don't think, maybe, I don't know, what can we say, 5 or 10% increase in penetration? Not worth the 70 euros if you ask me. I mean, sorry TrueRC, but let's go behind me now. But I have to like be really careful now because I had problems with the DJI antennas here. Yeah, I'm not going behind these trees because you see, 15 megabits. Oh, actually I feel kinda, I don't know how I have to feel. But like I said, let me know if I did something wrong. I can do another test, it's not an issue. Please let me know what I should change, if I should use some different antennas. And I can do it again. I'm flying on FCC, not on CE mode, so yeah, I didn't say that, but yeah. But, yeah, sorry, that wasn't... Okay. I'm not happy at all. Not happy. Like, I have to be honest. Let's do it one more time, just to be sure that I didn't. Let's go behind this tree where I had 20 megabits with the stock antennas and the Albatross antennas on the Chimera. And I had 20 megabits. If you can hit 20 megabits here, then it's completely the same. Yeah, I mean, here it feels that we have a little bit more. Because like I said, I had 20 with Albatross. So maybe a little bit. Like, I don't know, like I said, 10% maybe. But here, when I had like 4 megabits with the Albatross and the stock DJI antennas, it was completely the same. So if you look at this, look at that. I go here. 6, 7. Yeah. Well, maybe it's a little bit more flyable. A little bit, not much. Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, now it's red, so let's get out of here. Okay, guys, so, I mean, give your own opinion on this, but to me, penetration-wise, it's not really good. I mean, it's still pretty good, like, for long range. That's what people said, like, it should be good for long range. So, like, if you go somewhere, like, as you can see, I have 50 megabits the whole time. So I'll have to test this again, maybe sometimes when I'm in the Dolomites or somewhere else, where I need, like, this penetration. Oh, nice. The sun looks beautiful here. But other than that, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, that's that. I think it's clear. I cannot say more than that. I will not try the original DJI antenna because you see how this is, and on the LHCP antennas it should be pretty okay, but as you can see it's not that big of a difference, or maybe even no difference at all. So yeah, that's that. Alright guys, so as you could see, like, I don't see any difference between the stock antennas and these antennas. Like I said, if you have some suggestions for me, please put them in the comments below. I will try to do another test, maybe borrow some other antennas from my friends that are TrueRC. But at this point, I don't really see why you should buy these antennas if you want to fly like let's say freestyle, or you need some extra penetration. Maybe for long range it's okay-ish, but still, is it worth the 70 euros? I don't think so. Maybe those X-Air with those like two patches under each other, these maybe could be good. But I didn't try them, and I feel like, yeah, it kind of looks like you're a transformer. So I thought like, yeah, I'm not going to use those. I'm happy with these ones. I mean, it was kind of a waste of money, maybe not for long range. Let's see in the future. But if I have to be honest, next time I will do the same test with my Walksnail. So let's see what that does, because I had the feeling like last weekend I was flying my Walksnail, and the thing that actually happened is that I went to a hill, and at that hill I had better signal with Walksnail than with DJI. So it could actually be that the Walksnail is now better. So yeah, let's see. All right guys, thank you for watching. Please, if you like the video, like it, support my channel by commenting and I don't know, sharing, whatever, subscribing. So I will make more and more videos like in the near future. So thanks for watching guys. See ya, bye bye.